All right, so welcome everyone to another one of our editor study sessions. Today we're going to be breaking down one of my favorite YouTubers, KSI. I think he has some of the best intros, some of the smoothest, cleanest editing out of all of these major game show style YouTubers. And I'm really excited to get into this with you all. So let's just get right into this video. It's called Guess the Virgin.
Today we got strangers walking in one by one, and me, Cole, and Jack can only judge them by how they look and ask just one question each.
Okay, so right off the bat, we're 9 seconds in. There is a lot of stimulation happening in the first couple of seconds of this video, obviously, to hook the viewers. There is really just one thing I want to speak about here that I'm sure you guys noticed.
Today we got strangers walking in.
It's this moment here, like they put the extra effort in, you can see the ground is cracked via the VFX. And then this guy dashing across here. This is really cool. They even went the additional to put the glow onto these people's faces, right? And that's what I wanted to point out. The attention to detail is really something that this team excels at. But all of the major YouTubers excel at that as well.
One by one.
This is something I want to point out as well. I'm not going to stay too long on the intros this time around. Not that. It's here where they're walking in one by one. If you notice, there is a slight glow. There is a slight glow on the people as the photo sound is made to just add you further into the experience of what's happening. So let's look at that really quickly.
Today we got strangers walking in one by one, and me.
Yeah, so those little things show the difference between like a pro level editor and a complete beginner editor, because the camera effects are timed to that little glow to really add an extra level of immersion for the audience member into that. So that's something to think about when you're editing videos yourself.
Cole and Jack can only judge them by how they look and ask just one question each. Whoever gets.
And obviously, like, this is the intro, so they're front loading it with just funny, interesting things. We got to see Jack in like a strange position there. We saw the other guy, I'm not sure of his name. We saw him doing some questionable stuff too, just to kind of give us the viewers an idea of like, okay, there is a lot of fun things coming up. You want to have an emotional hook at the beginning of the video. It's really, really important. Something else I want to mention is this effect. I'm not sure if this is just trending or if someone realized this is really good for retention. If you know the answer, please tell me. But I noticed a lot of these game show style content are now using this type of blur, this prism blur on the outside. Before you saw it a lot on documentary YouTube, but now on the game show stuff, you're seeing it a lot as well. And it's a really good tool for you to guide attention, to guide people's eye tracing, because it's difficult to look at Jack on this side or the other member on this side. You kind of have to focus on KSI, and then it's designed, the text is designed really well in the back as well. Yeah, so if you know why this has been happening, like especially in the intros of these dating shows, if you know why, then please tell me.
Is the most right, walks away with £5,000.
Welcome to Guess the Virgin. I bring in the person.
Hello,
I'm Chris, I'm 23.
first thing I've noticed, he's
Okay, I want to give some props for this card here. I really like that they've done it in the form of a card, because these three, KSI, and I really should learn this guy's name. I hope they say it before. But these three are a panel of judges, right? And there is this card coming out here. So it feels as if this is actually relevant to the situation that's happening, which is like audiences are looking for a reason to trust why to continue watching your video, but they're also looking for a reason to say like, this does not align with reality, I'll leave. They don't want literal reality, but certain things would not have made sense here. Like if they put his name on a fish, for example, some things you think are funny, really, they are funny, but it's to a person that's not in your head, it pulls them out of the environment. So what I try to do, at least after watching and studying all of these videos, is that I try my best to make sure whatever I'm creating as a VFX, or if I'm editing something and I want it to be either hyper opposite of the thing for it to have some comedic effect, or I want it to be as relevant to what we're watching as possible.
Quite a toned fella.
Yeah, he's got
He's got
a bit of
quite a
tone
nice
about him.
body.
I feel like, yeah, he's got the body that would attract
A man.
a mate.
I've got a question. What team do you support?
That was such a really good small moment. And that's actually what I'm working on the most right now in my own editing. He has like a micro pause and then he says, a mate. And that's a small moment that's, for whatever reason, it's quite satisfying to hear. You know, it's one of those things that you would have missed if they just kept it at this view where he's just talking like a mate. It wouldn't have landed as well as it did being cut into his face where he's saying that. So props for emphasizing that small moment. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's got the body that would attract
A man.
a mate.
I've got a question. What team do you support?
I don't support a football team.
I knew it.
Virgin!
That's pretty funny. So here there was the sound effect. The sound design is also really important. That's something to consider. It's something that I'm also working on a lot in my videos as well, and it's something that takes a lot of time to really get done well, because you need to be adding reverb, you need to be making the sound match the environment. You don't want to just take a sound effect, throw it on the timeline, and then leave it, let it run as is, because that's one of the fastest ways that people can tell, like, oh, okay, this is not a professional. And that's not only clients, because my main concern is the audience, right? And the audiences aren't thinking like your video is good or bad, or they're not actively thinking that when the sound design is really bad, unless it's really bad, right? But largely they're not being immersed in the video, and it's like, okay, this isn't like exceptional quality. And I think they know it, because people aren't stupid, right? We know when things don't align correctly in regular life. So videos are no different.
Body.
I feel like, yeah, he's got the body that would attract
A man.
a mate.
I've got a question. What team do you support?
I don't support a football team.
I knew it.
Virgin!
Like, two things happened really well here for that joke to land that well. The first is just the moment,
A man.
A mate.
I've got a question. What team do you support?
right? So they went from a wide view into this view for KSI's question, and we can see he's observing, and he's asking like a lad's question, right? What team do you support?
I don't support.
That little pause before him saying I don't support a football team is essential to making that joke land. Because if the editor wanted to, he could have just cut directly from speech to speech. That momentary pause,
I don't support a football team.
right? That momentary pause, it puts a little bit of doubt into his head, our head, it's into the guy's head. That little bit, rather than cutting direct into his speech, is one of those moments where we are building anticipation. It's a micro moment. It's like, I'm gonna say this kind of thing, you know?
I knew it.
Then it goes immediately into the riser, telling us, like, cueing that something big is about to happen, followed by the bass drop, which is, you know, a typical sound effect. You should have that in your sound pack. And then it lands on the joke now where he's like, and props to him, right? Props to Jack. Jack, timing is immense, right? This is a team effort to make this moment land. But after the bass drop,
Virgin!
and he shouts it out. And it sounds like if they isolated and silenced the other mics a bit, or at least lowered the tone of the other mics, so that him shouting out the word virgin would land. Bang! And it hit and it delivered, right? I busted out laughing. So this is a really good, again, small moment that they've managed to make into something people are going to talk about in the comments, laugh about. They highlighted Jack as a really funny person. They did a lot in just that little moment.
I knew it.
Do we need to ask 3 questions or?
If you were to take me on a date,
Oh, okay.
what would you do with me?
That's interesting. The cutaway back to him just to show his expression, his expression related to this question. Like, ooh, okay, because it's kind of like it's a strange question, right? And the music is also. I don't know what you call that, the xylophone thing. Like when I hear it, I think of Disney movies, but not like the rescuing with Disney movie. I think of like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and old cartoon drawings type of Disney movies, you know? So there is like a curious kind of playful thing to it, and his expression, ooh, adds to that. So let's see what happens here.
Not even sexually, just where would you take me initially?
Maybe go to like a restaurant, maybe like a Nando's.
He looks like he loves it.
Yeah.
This editor is really, really, really good. We've gone through maybe 3 or 4 emotions in just like, well, much more than 4 in just a minute, but there was an arc that we just experienced up to this point. And it's largely controlled by the music. So I'm going to just really quickly run through the arc we just experienced.
I mean,
What football
I
team?
knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Virgin!
Okay, so we went from the tension into the building into a release of tension here with this joke,
I knew it.
Do we need to
right? And now there is like a laughter, there's comedic.
ask 3 questions or?
I mean,
If you were to take me,
And then they refresh the scene with that shot, right?
I knew it.
Do we need to ask 3 questions or?
I mean,
If you were to take
Okay, this shot refreshes the scene. The whoosh sound effect brings us into, by whoosh sound effect, I mean that sound effect. It brings us back into like the current timeline that we're on, separate from KSI's laughing timeline. And they cue the curiosity inducing music. So now we're like having a new emotion. It's curiosity and playfulness happening at the same time. So we're now 3 emotions deep, and this has just been a couple of seconds.
me on a date,
Oh, okay.
what would you do with me? Not even sexually, just where would you take me initially?
Maybe go to like a restaurant, maybe like a Nando's.
All right, and they slow down the music at the end there, which kind of brings on disappointment. You know, I feel a bit disappointed by his answer as Nando's, you know?
Looks like he loves it.
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like Nando's.
I mean, you look very nice.
And the back of the
Thank
comment.
you.
Yeah,
No,
well,
thank
very
you.
well groomed.
Very well
Thank
groomed.
you.
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't. I mean,
You wouldn't groom
You
yourself.
wouldn't groom yourself if you don't
Get.
get.
Something I noticed that their team does a lot of, and this takes time, right? This is what makes you, from my observation, one of the top editors, right? It's that sound design and music. They're exceptional at that. They've changed music. I don't know how many times at this point. We're 1 minute and 12 seconds in. I would love to see what this timeline looked like. Please, if you are the editor for this, please share the timeline. Okay, I want to see what the music design look like, because they're changing. It's happening quick, and it's not interrupting the video at all. It's never abrupt. It's never so loud that it's over the people speaking. But it takes time. It does take a lot of time, and that's why a lot of other shows like this, they simply put a background tune on and they just let the background tune run. You know, and it does work sometimes. It depends on the audiences that you're dealing with, but they're very, very good at manipulating emotion using music.
Yeah, but I feel like, see, I'm quite. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm,
you
I've,
don't get pussy, mate.
I've had a girlfriend for 5 years. Like, hello. and what I'm saying.
They love that bass drop. They love that bass drop. That if you really think about what you feel when a bass drop occurs, you feel it in your stomach. It's kind of like it could be fear, it could be a negative emotion, generally anxiety. And they put the bass drop after he got insulted for us to feel his feeling of insult at that, you know? And it was quick. It was a quick reaction. If this was not like overly edited in some way, this was a genuine reaction from him where it's like, what do you mean, bro?
Quite. I mean,
Yeah, you don't get pussy, mate.
I've had a girlfriend for 5 years. Like, hello. and what I'm
Right? It's playful, but it's also snappy, and that's why that bass drop works so well there. But again, you see the emotions have changed. We're continuously on something.
Saying is I don't groom much. I mean, I've put on the pounds. I'm looking quite hideous these days.
Are you right, bro?
No. Is that indicative?
Do you know what that word means? No. I don't know what that word means.
Shout out to the producers and this team. Everything about this is exceptional. It's very, 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 very good. And I really want to give props to these two guys and KSI, these three guys, because like they're great hosts. They're really funny people. And Guess the Virgin is really interesting because obviously the audience is interested in who the contestants are going to be, but they're also very much tuning in to see the panel interact with each other. And these guys are just completely killing it. Like I can feel the vibe they have, and they're not hearing these music and these sound effects live when they're doing it. They're just experts. They're what you call very, very good at what they do.
Just making up words at this point. I don't think he's a virgin. I'm personally,
Yeah.
that's my thoughts. He looks great.
3, 2, 1.
He's not a virgin.
He's
ladies and
not a
gentlemen.
virgin.
Does that mean you're not a virgin?
No, I'm not.
Easy.
This is something that's very common now again, but I still notice people not doing it. It's small moments that we want to just highlight. A positive thing happened and then move on from it. And you can do that in multiple ways, right? They get the sound effect, they get the riser before the shoop, the bass drop that happened, then the color changing on these people. It looks like it's really difficult, but it's not so difficult. It depends on what application you're using. So you could Magic Mask, you could rotoscope, you could highlight. That's the benefit of them doing it on a white background as well, because you can, well, it's not fully white, but you can separate the background and create a new layer and then change their colors and just make it happen really quickly. So we get that satisfaction. That's a dopamine hit happening here right now.
I knew it. It was the eyebrows. Shaved it. Too groomed.
Yeah.
Too well groomed.
And we're paused. If you want to carry me on this trip, I'll be okay with that. Yeah. Okay, I can skip.
How many people have you slept with?
Let's keep that.
Keep that.
Oh, new open loop and the music changed again. This guy is great at what he's doing, man.
Is that Tom Shagger? Hey, yo, have your fun, bro. See you in a bit. Bring in the next person.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Don't listen to him.
You've
Okay, KSI just opened up a loop. Editor, nice timing, nice pacing for you to reveal that. It's like we meet Arman. Arman says hello. And then almost immediately after, KSI is like, yes, this guy, this is him. He's a virgin. You know, we can see the expression here. It's pretty funny. So this is a loop being opened now because we're asking ourselves questions of, is he a virgin? Is KSI correct? Why does he think that this guy is a virgin? What's happening here? What do these other two guys in the video think? So it opened up this loop of thought for us as we enter into a new chapter marker, right? It's a new chapter marker because it's a new person, and we're going to go through a whole series of emotions with this guy again, and this is a great way to open up that loop.
Don't listen to him.
You've actually shown your card already.
Yeah, I'm
You're
done.
done.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's out. He's
You're
Yeah,
saying
he's
he's
a
a
virgin. He's a virgin.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I can tell. Whoa,
You can
wait.
tell.
Walk again. No, walk, bro.
Should I walk like you then?
No, just walk normally.
I am walking normally.
Oh no, that is.
I'm starting to see what you.
The sound here is, I really like it. I really like it. Just pay attention to the music. It sounds a bit like detective-y, but also goofy, which, I mean, they're doing the guy Arman and Injustice here with this soundtrack while he's walking, but you know, it makes us curious as to like, what is KSI seeing here? We're supposed to be curious about it.
Mic. It's the mic.
It's the mic.
All right.
You silly sausage. Okay, I've got a question. This is a practical test. This is a a minge. I want
Oh,
you.
you want me to do it, yeah?
I don't want you to finger.
Okay, so they left a little bit of breathing room here that I want to mention, and let's think about why did they leave that.
This is a practical test. This is a.
I can tell. Whoa,
You can
wait.
tell.
You've actually shown your card already.
Yeah, I'm
You're
done.
done.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's out. He's
You're
saying
saying he's a
yes.
Yeah, he's a virgin.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Oh wow, 20 minutes went by like crazy fast. So I'm gonna add another 10 minutes because I'm really enjoying this video. We're only 2 minutes 26 seconds in, so let's get back to it. So we're trying to figure out why they made that decision.
Bro, I can tell. Whoa,
You can
wait.
tell.
Walk again. No, walk, bro.
Should I walk like you then?
No, just walk normally.
I am walking normally.
Oh no, that is.
I'm starting to
Well,
see
it's
what
the
you're
mic.
saying.
It's the mic.
It's the mic.
All right.
Okay, they said it's the mic, died down the music a bit by slowing it down and panning it out, and we're seeing KSI waving the yes, and we have some curiosity going on from Jack on this side.
Silly sausage. Okay, I've got a question. This is a practical test. This is a minge.
Okay, so I think that they stopped it because it adds impact to what just occurred there while giving us a smooth transition out. So we've got the smooth transition out after KSI calls out this guy as this is my vote. I'm certain about it. Look at how he walks. And Jack's curiosity is shown a little bit here. And then it
You silly
goes into
sausage.
silence.
Okay, I've got a
for bit.
question. This is a practical test. This is
He gets up and he's walking across, and this silence is tension building. The silence itself is building the tension of what is Jack going to do, going to say, and then he lands it perfectly with a joke,
a minge.
which is the release of tension. And now that he's gotten that idea out, we're transitioning into a new idea. So the tension has been released, and we're going into a new idea, which is now creating new tension. And this is all within the same chapter, right? The chapter of Arman. So these are just cycles of emotions coming and going, mostly guided by music and the phenomenal host that it has here.
I want
Oh, you
you.
want me to do it, yeah?
I don't want you to finger
Oh.
my hand. No, thank you.
Okay.
I want you to show me where the clitoris is. At the bottom.
No.
What?
I don't think.
Again, bass drop. You got to be using the bass drops.
Is it?
Nah. What?
Are you mental?
I'm not mental.
Do it again.
It might be at the bottom.
It's not at the bottom. Are you?
Did you notice the music shifted again? Pay attention to the sounds that you're hearing and what you're feeling as a result of the sounds.
Show me where the clitoris is. At the bottom.
Curiosity into the bass drop, like we're shocked. We experience his shock. And that human emotion of the quick head flick to the side, you know, like you're confirmed, like, do you believe that moment is just amplified by that bass drop and music cut?
No.
What?
I don't think it is. It?
Nah. What?
Are you mental?
I'm not mental.
And now it's the same soundtrack, but it's it's maybe like mid-roll of the soundtrack, where it's a lot more playful. It's comedic. So now we're gonna go into the funny era of Arman.
Do it again.
It might be at the bottom.
It's not at the bottom. Are you?
The way it's angled.
I'm telling you, bro.
Come,
He's a-
take a look.
Wait,
might be on
let
the
me
side.
have a look. Let me have a look.
Take a look.
Nah, bro, don't know what he's doing.
Then you do it. You do it. You do it.
Bro,
Let's
don't
see.
know what
wait,
he's
do it
doing.
again, do it again.
Bro has no
From
clue.
my understanding, the
Bro.
clitty.
Right there.
Clitty's
Right
Where's
there.
my hand?
So you see, now we're getting the payoff after the tension into the comedic moment of release. This is very, very good storytelling.
Bro,
Clitty's
that's,
my hand.
that's her vagina, bro.
You lick the clitty.
The clit's up
You
here.
lick the clitty.
Nah.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate. Demonstrate.
There.
Wait, what? What?
That
Okay, I don't know whether you.
like I cringed in reality, right? That's kind of cringy. But this is a really nice arc we got for Arman here. I think I paused because I cringed, not because I had something to say there in that moment. But let's continue.
You're having me on with that, but that's crazy if you
Oh,
are.
okay.
My question is: say we're at a cinema. How are you wooing me?
Somewhere right now.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I love it. I love how they leave pauses in between where it's just the people speaking so that you need a break from the moment. If you just keep going from comedy to sad to excited to curious without having a moment of rest in between. Your brain is overwhelmed. You're not going on a journey, you're being taken. You know what I mean? And I love that they're using pauses strategically before they go into new moments that are new emotions within the same chapter. And every time there is a pause, there is a distinctive emotion change that you can tell clearly from the music.
You right now?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
I was. Yeah.
Sure?
What's
Not,
Sure? You're okay?
Well, just watch the film.
Are you sure?
You're rubbing me.
Yeah.
Rubbing me quite aggressively.
Do you want to go home?
I do want to go home.
I hate that.
Not your.
See, this tension is they built up that tension, and it was tense from the moment he came across. The soundtrack is doing that. And these guys do such a good job of sharing their emotion that we also get to experience the emotion as well. That's something you really want to look for. Whether you're the person making the video, producing the video, directing, editing the video, whatever it is, we want the emotional reactions from people. And that doesn't always mean crying. It can sometimes be just a chuckle. It can be someone hiding their face, someone putting their arm like this. Like, we're always reading people's body languages in the video, in reality. You know, you can tell when someone is depressed. The telltale sign of someone that's, let's call it sad rather than depressed. The telltale sign of someone that's sad is they have that slumped over posture. You know, the telltale sign of someone that's very energetic and feeling very confident, they're postured differently. And we're always paying attention to those things, whether there are words with it or not. Those things are very, very loud. And finding those moments to give an editor so that they can add some sound to it, add some effects to it, amplify those micro moments so the audience could really, really experience it. That's what doing great work as a team is. And this is great work here.
Not your home. No.
Why not my home? Oh, I hate it.
You're creeping me out slightly. Okay.
This brother has never had any.
I understand.
Let's go.
Let's go. The film hasn't finished.
It's fine, let's go.
Mummy!
We need to go.
He's going, mommy.
Right.
Get away from that.
Wow, that was so funny. No, what happened there? What happened there?
Not your home. No.
Why not my home? Oh, I hate it.
You're creeping me out slightly. Okay.
This brother.
Not my home. I hate that.
Not your home.
Do you want to go home?
Just watch them.
For having me on with that, but that's
Let's
crazy
go
if you
again
are.
from this point.
I'm sitting next to you right now.
Yeah. Say we're at a cinema. How are you wooing me?
Somewhere right now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to you right now.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
I was. Yeah.
Sure?
What's
Not.
Sure? You're okay?
Well, just watch the film.
Are you sure?
You're rubbing me.
Yeah.
Rubbing me quite aggressively.
Do you want to go home?
I do want to go.
So they've amplified the moment with the soundtrack. I love the sound selection here because it's not just a curious sound or just a tense sound. It's like a murder mystery type of sound. You hear the strings as like causing the pores on your neck to raise. There is a whole psychology of sound that you can look into as well. And it's definitely worth looking into how sound impacts people's emotional experiences. But yeah, the soundtrack selection is very, very, very good. We come into it and it slowly builds, and that string is making me feel I can feel the pores on my neck as he is passing his hand along this gentleman's neck here. And it's wild.
I hate that.
Not your home. Not your home. No.
Why not my home?
And they cut the music here for us to give KSI's get over there moment, a moment to breathe, because that's a big, big emotional experience that we're having as the audience member. I just described what I was feeling, right? And by KSI showing that visibly and saying it verbally, that we don't need anything else to add to that. It may actually take away from the moment if we left the music running there, or it may have added too much to the moment there.
Oh, I hate it.
You're creeping me out slightly. Okay.
This brother has never had any.
I understand.
Let's go.
Let's go. The film hasn't finished.
It's fine, let's go.
Mummy!
We need to go.
Mum! Right.
Get away from that man.
Far away.
Yeah, they put the music back there. At least from my feeling, I was thinking, would it be better to not have the music return rather than have it return for that last moment where Arman is walking away with the gentleman? And I think it was better to have the music come back. I may have stuck with that decision too because it feels a little bit too cringy for him to like pick up and walk away with a guy or walk away. In this case, the guy is pretending to be a girl he's on a date with, right? And he's literally saying "mommy," like he's afraid, right? This is like a I don't want to say the word, but it's this type of foreshadowing happening there. It's the type of shadowing happening there. And if we left that in silence, we may have gone too far into thinking about that. So yeah, coming back in with the music was a good choice.
This guy
Get out.
isn't a virgin. We need to check your record, man. Okay, let's count. 3,
yeah.
2, 1.
It pains me to say no, but I don't think.
He's a virgin, bro.
Yeah, I am.
You're a virgin?
Yes.
Yes!
So bad at this game.
Virgin!
Okay, nice payoff moment there. Especially because it turns out KSI was right. So it ties the entire loop of KSI saying yes at the beginning back to the end. And it's really good. It felt like a journey going through.
I knew it!
Why are you a
I
virgin?
knew it!
Why are you a virgin?
So you liked what I did to you?
No, it was horrific.
It was
So if it was horrific,
It sort of brought back memories, mate.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here because time ran out for me, but I had a really good time breaking down this video. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of KSI and this style of editing in general. I'm a really, really big fan of this genre, but especially KSI's way of doing this genre. They're so entertaining, they're so funny, and the VFX are really good. The sound design is really good. So yeah, thanks for watching this breakdown. And of course, any comments you have, please leave it down below. Let me know if you agreed with my breakdown. If there are things you think I missed, please let me know. And from Monday to Saturday, we're streaming at this same time, 2:30 p.m. AEST. And I think that's like 12:30 midnight Eastern time. So we're streaming at this time every single day. Lock in with your boy if you want to learn more. All right, guys. It was nice. Thank you. Peace.